Hey, would you like to nerd out with me for a few minutes about plants? And now, if the answer is yes, then guess what? You're my people. Because I get excited when I look at plants. And sometimes I just look at them and wonder, why do you do what you do? Thus, what I want to talk with you about today is directional growth in plants. It's actually a plant trait known as tropisms. And if you're thinking to yourself, oh, great, that's not sexy. But it is though, because tropisms are key to a plant's survival because it's an adaptation based off of direct responses to its environment. So for instance, let's take a look at this orange habanero here. This is a fairly common plant. It's not anything unique about it. But what I find interesting is that you have two different tropisms going on at the same time. So one, you have phototropism, right? We all know phototropism. That's the stem's ability to grow towards the light while the roots are growing away from the light. But then simultaneously, you also have gravitropism going on as well. And that's going to be the roots growing towards gravity as your stem is growing away from gravity. And that's cool and all. But what about our triple threats, right? Our plants that are doing three tropisms all at the same time. Well, that's when our vining plants are going to enter the chat. So what I have in front of us right now is my Passiflora incarta. That's going to be my maypops, my passion fruit, passion flower. I've heard it both ways. And its plant superpower trait is going to be known as Thigmotropism. And I love this one because this is a direct response to touch. So it sends out these little tendrils that go and find things for the plant to anchor on so that it can climb. And that's going to be plants like your peas, your cucumbers, your grapes. They're all responding directly to touch and being able to feel out its environment so that it can trellis how it needs, which is going to allow it to also work both gravitropically and phototropically as well. See, all of these different tropisms are working all at the same time. But wait, there's more. And there's also hydrotropism. This is a plant's ability for its roots to grow where the water is coming from. So that's why a lot of times gardeners will give you advice like, use bottom watering trays because you want the roots to extend themselves so that they learn to grow deeper, right? Or promote practices such as deep watering because what you're essentially doing is you're training the roots to grow deeper and chase the water down, right? But then you have chemotropism as well. And this one's pretty cool because it's important for your flowering plants to produce fruit. And this is growth in response to chemicals, for instance, like pollen tube growing towards an ovule. And then last but assuredly not least is thermotropism. And I think this one is a key to understanding your fruit trees, right? So have you ever heard the term cold hours, right? If you're trying to grow apples, you need to have a specific amount of cold hours before before the tree will actually start to fruit. Well, the reason being is because this is a direct response to those cold hours for that fruiting process to take place. It's nothing but thermotropism, baby. But what does all this mean, right? As a gardener, do I need to know all these different tropisms to successfully grow food? No, not at all. I mean, just stick a seed in the ground and watch it grow. But I thought it was cool. And I don't know, I guess I just have an overall appreciation for understanding the things that are growing on all around me. See what I did there? Growing all on around me. I mean, that's also why I have a strong appreciation for physics. And now, if you stuck around this long with me, I definitely appreciate you because I already know this video isn't going to get a bunch of clicks and a bunch of views because I'm talking about plant science. But you know what? You my plant people. You get me. But all right, it's been amazing speaking with you as always. I'll talk to you again real soon.